Hey y'all, welcome back to the ranch. I'm Jared Paul, and today we're going to get to some long overdue prunings. Last year I left a lot of my forest plantings just to grow and look lovely through the season. If anything, I did a tiny little canopy prune if something was growing crazy, but otherwise really left them to grow. So we're going to start with my white spruce forest over here and make our way up onto the deck for some birch, redwood, and Japanese Silcova. So that's what's coming up on today's episode of Jarhead Bonsai. All right, so I dropped the this is that black soil mat that pretty much everybody has now. So got my bonsai tools up here. Come on. All right. Got my clippers. So, anyways, this thing folds up into like some sort of square thing with these button. So if you're repotting and stuff, it doesn't spill soil all over if you're inside or outside in a clean area, whatever. So you see, I got the nice little flowing up from small to largest, just off center, and then coming down again to small. I tried to pick 4 very unique trees, not just all like perfect and similar. So I guess I'll start with going through, removing some of the dead stuff, raising the canopies to where I want them, because pretty much just let these things grow. I've probably said that a million times anytime I talk about these trees, these white spruce. Got them March of 2020, and basically when Laura and I got back from our honeymoon and COVID hit, we planted these in a tree farm. 500 of them. There's 375 remaining after sales and gifts and death. If you remember that winter in Connecticut, these trees, their whole first year, and the sandbags were completely covered in snow. Not for the whole year, but the first winter. All right. Let's take a look. All right, that's cool. One more straggly looking one here coming down. That's nice. Chuck them out in the lawn, these little branches, then I'll just mulch them with the mower as I go by, so that works. Over here, same kind of thing. Actually, I'm just going to go around all of these and raise the canopies. Like on this one, you see it's browner down underneath, this kind of dead stuff. So I'm going to do that on all 7 of these trees, and then I'll bring you back on. All right, so I've gotten the 4 on the right done. You see I went along the bottom and raised the canopy all across. Really lots of little undeveloped branches and old needles and such. And then some cross branching as well, different things going up. So those 4 are cleaned up. I figured you guys might want to see these next 3. So my plan is, after I'm done raising the canopies on these, I'm going to check out the apexes and bring down the height. And then I'll go through the middle and see what needs to be removed as far as cross branching, or if it's a multi-trunk kind of interior branches, just fighting for survival and sunlight. So we'll thin them out like that. So I'm going to throw it on a little bit of a hyperlapse and all right, so we've gone ahead and raised all the canopies. So now it's time to choose our height. So these 2 are the tallest. I think that I would like to make this guy the tallest and this one slightly shorter. So I am going to not come down too far on this one. There's a bunch of buds going up here. I'm leaving this one here. Okay. So if this one's going to be shorter, I'm going to go down to this bud here. That be that apex. And then I just have to go along and trim these taller ones that are going up back to a bud as well. So I'm just going to take all those right off instead of pruning them. If I left them and then they split, it would just be way too much stuff going on up here. All right, and then I'm just going to kind of go around it and shorten all the foliage coming out laterally. Lots of buds on the ends of these. I don't necessarily have any permanent plans for these. This was like, you know, just some interesting trees that I thought looked nice grouping together. One of my neighbors during the pandemic left this tub out and it already had nice big drainage holes in it, and I said, ah, what the hell, we'll make it into a really large planting. So if you're curious where it came from, the idea of putting it in a bathtub, I wasn't getting in somebody else's bathtub, so I figured putting some inedible trees in there, that'll be fine. This is just kind of, I guess what you would call a profile prune. I'm not really looking at much, just going around, nipping it back, bringing in the canopy. Cool. And then this one has a little bit more tight growth, but the ends here are just popping. So I think I'm going to take out this layer of the strong ones, because they're going to surpass everything else. These. Let the bottom ones come out. This one's a little long. All right, I think that shapes that one up. Yeah, I kind of like that reaching out. I'll take off the longest one. Yeah. Then same kind of thing out the back. Right, looking good there. And bring this guy down, bud there, and if you just look down, across it, you see bud, there's buds everywhere. So just find the one you like, cut a little bit away from it, and that should kick off new growth from there. Hi, baby.
Hi, teacher.
Hey, what are you doing? Yeah, those are a little pricky, so be careful.
Wow.
Yeah, that's the one I'm working on. You say hi to everybody, Stella? Not the tree. Wait to the camera. I see your little fingers. I'm worried about the tree.
I worry about the fingers. Stella, come here. I'm gonna prune a finger off.
I would not prune her finger off, but
Dada.
she is quick. Yeah, baby. I'm almost done pruning. Nope, don't leave it, please. Just leave it. Who's taking down the height here, kid? I'm gonna leave this one about the same height. I like that. They're triple trunks, and now they're all about the same height. So just go in, take these back a bit. I just don't want the top branches extending higher than where the apex was. That would just look funky. It's called the apex. It's supposed to be the highest, I believe. Alright, need two others. This is the dominant trunk, and then you have two little guys. Couple of crossing branches in there. It's not good for anybody. Alright, cool. And then the back one, I think that's height's actually perfect. Alright. See, they each have their own unique character to them. Now after this pruning, I would obviously rotate some of these in here, but for this season I'm gonna leave them. Ooh, I didn't get your top, did I? Boom, and boom. Let's get that one right off of the other one's head. Cool. Yeah, I like that. Back one, tall, strong, singular trunk. Nice and tidy. Picea Glauca. Hey, Carl. All right, y'all, so I think I'm gonna cap this video here. I did have a couple other forests that I wanted to get to, but it seems like Stella wants to play on this beautiful day, so I'm gonna go do daddy things with the little toddler and hang up the pruning shears for today. But I hope you enjoyed yourself. The white spruce, Picea Glauca, planting of 7 trees. So I had a lot of fun. If you did and you haven't already, please subscribe. And I'm Jared Paul, and from my family to yours, cheers.